Guys need to understand realistically and without delusion that you are going into a sport full of grown men with money, with genetics, with coaching, with sponsors behind them. There has to be some level of logical, non-delusional thinking when you start using substances that are going to damage your organs for a goal that might not exist.
Now, that's a good topic, and it's probably going to be a harsh reality for a vast majority of people getting into competing. I've been coaching people since 2017 or so, and I've definitely seen a shift in the way that people approach me from a coaching standpoint. For lack of better words, a lot of people are a lot more delusional now than what they were a couple years ago. Everybody thinks they're going to make it incredibly far. Everybody thinks they're going to be a pro. Everybody thinks they're going to make it to the Olympia. People have a hard time understanding that the Olympia is like our Super Bowl. That's the World Series for us. It's quite difficult and almost impossible for a vast majority of people to ever step on that stage. Then on top of that, I'll have people all different age demographics, young, old, like reaching out to me saying like, why don't I just tell people where to buy gear from? Why don't I tell them how to run it? Why don't I tell them how to do all this? Because I can't do that. That's not legal. And then they get upset when, I shame them for wanting to, hop on cycles at such a young age. Doesn't make any sense to me. Once you get to a certain level in bodybuilding, whether it's nationals, pro card, whatever it may be, Olympia, these guys do make a decent amount of money. Maybe not actually competing, but in terms of endorsements. They are doing this every single day, year round, to make sure they have the best physique by the time they step on stage. The average person cannot compete with that. They don't have the time. They have family, kids, other priorities. So before hopping on gear and potentially taking 10, 15, 20 years off the later part of your life, definitely understand what you're signing up for. You might not make it that far. If you're doing it because you love it, more power to you. But if you're doing it because you think you're going to become a millionaire and be the next C-Bum, chances are probably not in your favor. But at the end of the day, it's your life. Do whatever you want to do.